European Darts Open in Dusseldorf. Kim Huybrechts, finalist here 12 months ago, losing to Robert Thornton, but nevertheless a man who has had success on the European Tour stage against Wes Newton, a two-time major finalist and a winner of a European Tour event in Germany in 2013, the European Darts Trophy to be precise. And Wes Newton, at long last, putting in the sort of performance, the sort of weekend that we know he is capable of. And it was Wes Newton who accounted for the defending champion Robert Thornton in his second round win yesterday, beating the Scot by 6 legs to 2. Difficult one to call, this, Paul Nicholson.
Yeah, it is a little bit. I mean, it's a very enticing game for quite a few reasons, which we will talk about very soon. But I was very impressed with Kim's performance against Dimitri Vandenberg last night. I had a bit of a joke with him and I said, can you just throw a few more 180s please, Kim? And he just laughed his head off.
5 of them yesterday, including 2 in the same leg, which set up the prospects of a 9-dart leg, but it wasn't
first
to be.
Leg Kim to throw first. Game on.
But he came through stylishly enough, 6-3 against Vandenberg. It was a testing assignment for him. 98 average, 5 180s, as I said, and all in all, it was
140.
More like it from Kim Huybrechts in his opening match.
Absolutely right. I mean, speaking of Wes, yesterday afternoon, after beating Robert Thornton as well,
85.
He wasn't getting carried away. And that shows real experience because he knows that he's already won one of these events before.
140.
And he knows in order to do that, you've got a lot more hurdles to cross. So, yes, it's great that he beat Robert Thornton, but now he wants to take care of Kim Huybrechts.
Indeed. And Wes Newton,
54.
a big weekend here, will help his quest to drag himself back up the Pro Tour Order of Merit, having suffered
60.
a bit of a slide over the last 18 months, 2 years or so. Made the second round here last year, thrashed Gerwin Price 6-0 in the opening round before a 6-3 defeat by Mervyn King.
80. Kim, you require 161.
And prior to this weekend, he'd only won one European Tour match since then. That was against the then European Tour debutant Chris Dobie in the first round in Mulheim.
129.
I think we're seeing a very in-form Kim Huybrechts in the first leg of this match.
Yeah, potential 13-dart leg here for Kim.
23.
That won't help, but I think Newton's put
Kim,
this,
you require 32.
put this one away. Won't worry about this now. He can only move on as Huybrechts takes out double 60.
Well, 2 things from that first leg that I've already learned is that Wes can't let the fact that he's had a couple of unfortunate bounce outs get to him. He's just got to push on and do what he's been doing over the last couple of days.
100.
And Kim Huybrechts can't wait to get to the board. I mean, he's usually got one little prod of the dart like that and then follows through. But when Wes is holding him up for whatever it be, a few seconds, he's just prodding away. And he's playing really well so far.
Yep, Huybrechts with a 180 on the Newton throw as well.
40.
More points on the floor there. I think it was only 20 points anyway, but still doesn't help Wes his course here as Kim looks to rattle in another big score here.
I'm not really sure why he's had 3 on the floor so far. I think
100.
it may just be one of those moments where things just aren't going his way.
Maybe an issue with the grip. Maybe if he's got a bit of sweat on his hands.
100.
If it's warm on stage, which it is again.
That's the most plausible reason, I think, at this point.
But no such problems for Kim Huybrechts here.
140.
Yeah, a 180, a 100 and a 140. He's down to 81 after 9 darts, and he's looking good value here for a break of throw against the
45.
Newton serve.
Kim, you require 81.
He's trying to do what Gary Anderson did in the last leg and just win 6 legs and go back upstairs.
Double 12 though for a 2-0 lead. He comes
69.
some way inside, but he will return for double 6 with Newton still well adrift here on 2-on-6.
I personally think that Kim Huybrechts is playing faster these days. Whether that's a tactic or not,
190.
or whether it's conscious or unconscious, he's definitely playing faster.
Game short in the second leg.
And look at that, George
Kim
Noble hasn't got time to breathe.
Well, it's
third leg, Kim
Sigma, isn't it? When you chuck in a 180 and then
Game
your
on.
opponent just takes out the double at the next time, it's just loses all sorts of momentum, don't you?
Absolutely
Anyway,
right.
crestfallen Wes Newton there, but he's 2-0 down. He's got his work cut out here. And I'll tell you what, Wes Newton is really up against it because Kim Huybrechts is clearly in the mood here. But then again, so too is the Warrior, fighting back and more points on the floor. And that may well have been a 60 that bounced out. Not conclusive, but I'm pretty sure it was.
Yeah, I think that might have been as well. Very unfortunate. He's got to put it at the back of his mind because the job at hand can still be done. But Huybrechts is back on a 9. And he's got a huge bet to aim at.
100.
Well, he did it yesterday. 6 perfect darts against Dimitri Vandenberg. Missed with the 7th, but look at this. A great response again from Wes Newton.
140.
A 120 and a 140. Here we go then, Kim. For a 9-dart leg, it's just below the wire.
He's hit one against me before in Championship League darts. He's pretty much done everything against me, though.
95.
Beat me from pillar to post all over the world. But no, he's playing very well at the minute.
He is. He's cruising this one, and he's on for an 11-dart leg here.
85. Give me 146.
Obviously, no disrespect to Wes Newton, but if Kim gets through this, you've got the potential of a game with Gary Anderson.
Well, he's missed his plot there because
30.
he hit the
Well,
11 with his first dart to leave
156.
himself an odd number, and then he never really recovered. But still, you'd fancy Huybrechts to finish things off, unless double 18. Oh,
120.
unlucky. for
What a
Wes
great
Newton.
effort.
What a steal that would have been.
And you've got to think the darts on the floor didn't help him because he would have been closer to the target. And the target is what Kim Huybrechts has just hit. 3-0 Kim. And these guys know each other really well on this stage. I remember a game back at the 2011 European Championships
100.
where they beat each other from pillar to post. And at the end of it, Wes wasn't pleased with Kim Huybrechts because he was very, very animated.
180.
But since then, we've got to know Kim Huybrechts. He is an angry dart player, and we just take it for granted. But Huybrechts is on fire.
4 180s in this match already. Look at that first 9 average from Kim as well. 139 and a half. Absolutely sensational stuff.
140.
Strange as well with that. He was on for a 9-darter, and in the end, it was a 15-dart leg, was it?
Yeah, I think so. But we're talking about the
82.
big guns and, you know, people in the top 16 who can shoot forward. You know, MVG, obviously, is world number 1. Gary, Phil, Adrian,
58.
Chizzy. Kim is saying, what about me? I've got the game. I've got the 115 plus. He's proving it. He's doing it right now.
180. Give me
Well,
123.
trading 180s, if you were involved in this betting market, you're hoovering up once again. As was the case in the Gurney match earlier. 11
55.
in that Gurney Sulic encounter. Could be pushing that here.
Quite a lot of 180s in this tournament so far. Wes has got tops.
29.
Really good effort.
68.
But Kim's got choices, either treble 20 or 12s. 12s for double 16. Clinical, as you like.
Kim Huybrechts.
This is ruthless with a capital R. It really is.
Fifth leg, Kim to throw first.
Yeah,
Game on.
Wes, I mean, at times, Wes is playing okay. He's just not able to string any consistency together. And I just feel, had he taken out that 136, it would have given him the 156, it would have given him a real shot in the arm. And it might just have given him something on which to, or just a bit of self-belief more than anything.
He's in the same boat as... Oh, my word.
He's not one out,
20.
and he's waving goodbye to the crowd as a gesture, as if to say, I give up, what more can I do? But, well,
I don't know how many that is now. That's
cracking up,
what,
aren't they?
7 or 8?
Yeah, nice shake of the hand there as well from Kim.
Kim must think it's Christmas. He's not just playing well, but his opponent is throwing good darts, and they're landing on the floor.
Yeah, well, we've just had one whitewash, Gary Anderson against Jan Decker. I think 6-0 would be really harsh on Wes Newton here if it were to end that way. But it could well do, because Kim Huybrechts has got the advantage of throwing first here as well. He's got a cushion of 220 plus these.
I was going to say, I mean,
sorry, what?
Wes and Jan Decker are pretty much in the same situation. They're playing someone who's playing really, really well, and they're trying to grasp their own confidence at the
49.
same time. It's really hard to do so when someone's giving you the real, you know, hit with the paddle.
140.
I was convinced that Wes Newton was probably going to go to the treble 19 there just to make sure it didn't bounce out the board. It's very interesting. We may have to look at in slow motion what's going on with Wes's darts.
123.
But maybe it's just one of those games I said earlier on, sometimes happens. I don't think there's anything wrong with the way the darts are going in the beds.
120.
Well, I don't know what's happening, but he must have got some bad karma from
require
somewhere.
89.
I've never seen anything like this in my life.
And again, I think that was on course for another maximum.
41.
Well, no bother here, Wes.
139.
3 different parts of the board needed. Hit a 60 first. Not to be, but Kim's going to come back for 5-0. And he's been murdering that bottom left corner of the board in this game so far.
48.
Yeah, 48 then for Kim Huybrechts. Double 16 he wants. for a 5-0 lead.
32, where you require
And
60.
maybe now this is the opportunity for Wes Newton to get a leg on the scoreboard here. He deserves it, I feel. He's had so much bad luck and misfortune, and he does find a double 20 bed.
Newton.
And Wes Newton is off and running.
Sixth leg Wes to throw.
And it's a break of throw as well,
Game
so
on.
maybe, just maybe, something to cling to here.
What I do like about this afternoon is this is a huge tournament. In my opinion, it's
99.
the best of all of the European Tour events aside from the European Championships, because it's got history and it's a beautiful, beautiful arena. But we've seen games this afternoon with all
100.
the pressure and the ranking points and the money on the line, but the games have been played in a fantastic spirit. The game between Gurney and Suljevic
177.
was typical of that, but I tell you what, Wes, from now on, 2 trebles, go to 177.
Yeah, very significant that he switched that. Did not want to run the risk of
140.
putting more points on the floor.
And even though he's had all those darts on the floor, he's playing very, very well.
He is.
140.
A 177 backed up by a 140.
And Kim's gone off the boil ever so slightly, so you never know.
45. Where's
You
your
just
require 85?
never know. Might do a Gurney from yesterday. He's got tops.
45.
Hasn't got it with the third dart though, but he will be back. Kim will be looking for another one of those magical 180s to pressurise that tops for Newton.
Can't find a treble at the moment though.
58.
Yeah,
Where's
just
your
a
require
58 as well,
40?
so advantage Newton here. Tops he wants for a 4. My word, that's an absolute flyer. Ties it up, double 16 he wants.
Game
Well,
shot and a sixth leg.
not the
Always
advised
Newton.
route, but he
So
gets
leg
there.
him
Well,
to
maybe
throw first.
that top shot and it hitting a 5, maybe it's proof that his hands are probably a little sweaty.
I think that has to be the case. Pure and simple. But there's another 180, takes the tally to 7. It's 5-2 in favour of the Belgian.
If you can see Wes's darts, there's a lot of grooves on there, but they're not
140.
sharp grooves.
That almost bounced out as well.
I wonder who holds the world record for 7'9¼ run.
121.
Oh, I saw Dennis Priestley do it pretty quickly once at Purfleet.
96.
The crowd are hushed now because they know there's a bit of a game going on. Yes, Huybrechts has a 2-leg lead. But what he has got is 60 when he
140.
returns. He's got a 200-point advantage. But what is Wes going to leave? Got a switch.
98.
Yeah, he couldn't go for the 60
Give me
there.
by
Had to be an
60.
18 or a 25, but he might not get another poke at this because tops for Kim and a lovely lie to the left of the first dart.
40.
Oh, wow.
Where's your require 167.
Might fancy his chances here, Wes Newton. Not to be.
97. Give me
Well,
require
Kim
20.
can't slip again. Wes is a lot lower than he was before. That should be a good guide, but he's got no guide now for 5s.
10.
And now
Where's your require
that could
70?
cost him because Wes Newton right to the hockey straight away. 20 in tops. Just making sure with George, our referee, open bed for tops for 4-3 in a different game altogether.
50.
That's a turning point. A
Give me
real
require
potential
10.
turning point. 4-0, so could easily have been 4-3, and
He's
double
short and
5 is
seven
taken
back.
out, and
Kim
that
Huybrechts,
is
David
a
West
big
to
moment
throw
in this
first.
match, no doubt about that. Kim Huybrechts leads 5-2, but it could so easily have been 4-3, and Wes Newton really would have had the bit between his teeth there.
137.
Bit of a setback that. Huybrechts now just 1 leg away from a place in the quarters tonight.
Absolutely right. It could be one of those games where Wes goes upstairs and says,
140.
yeah, I probably could have won that 6-2, 6-3 myself if the darts had been on the board. One of my favourite things that a player has said after being beaten was
58.
the great Richie Burnett. He was beaten by someone, and he got beat 6-3. And in his Welsh, and I'm not going to do a Welsh accent because that's disrespectful, he said, "Do you know what, bud? I should have won 9-0." I think it's a great riposte to a defeat. Interestingly for me, I've never seen Kim
136.
Huybrechts wear earplugs, and he's definitely got them in.
Yeah, we pondered this yesterday. It was the case in his match against Vandenberg.
168. Where's your require 170.
So Newton on the biggest finish of the lot, but it won't go. He'll just look to make a severe
60. Give me require
indentation in this.
134.
What route is he going to take? It's 51. Another one of those. Oh, just the wrong side. The idea was brilliant. 2 single 17s leaves 100. He had a 60 for tops. But 2 51s or 2 treble 17s leaves double 16, which he does favour.
76. Wager record 110.
Only one route he's going is treble 18. He's got it. He's missed it earlier in the match. But this time he's got it. And he's still alive, folks.
Neither Kim to throw first.
Yeah, 110 checkout. He's certainly having more good moments than bad here. And the bounce out seemed to have dried up as well. So maybe things are beginning to turn
140.
here for Wes Newton. I said 6-0 would have been really harsh. And I think ever since I said that, it has ever so slightly turned around. But Huybrechts still has the upper hand here, throwing first in this potentially final 9th leg.
Yeah, I think both players at this point in time after 8 legs can say to themselves, you know what,
140.
I'm playing all right. Kim ever so slightly better, but what I like is the fighting quality of Wes Newton trying to battle into a match
140.
where the karma for him has been nothing but negative.
Yeah, living up to his nickname today, the Warrior. There, the healthy first 9 average still intact for Kim Huybrechts, standing at 125, and that's enhanced his average even more. 6 180s to add to the 5 he got yesterday. That's 11 for the weekend.
He hasn't maintained the average that he had earlier in the match of 117, 118, but his first 9 average is sensational. And so was that.
And the match
For 6-3, really well played from both guys. Great performance.
And a nice embrace at the end of it all as well. Kim Huybrechts the winner by 6 legs to 3 with a very healthy average of just over 104. Wes Newton eventually played his part in that one. It looks as though it was going to be one-way traffic when he trailed 4-0, but he fought back resiliently. A missed start at double 20 could have given him a 4-3 deficit. That might well have made a difference, but certainly Huybrechts then built on that. And for all those points on the floor as well, it could have been a very different story too. But it's Huybrechts who goes through to face Gary Anderson, the world champion, later. On stage next, we've got Jelle Klaassen and James Wade in one of the matches of the afternoon session. That's on the way for you very shortly. In the meantime, let's grab a quick word. Elmar Polka speaking now to your latest winner here in Dusseldorf, Kim Huybrechts. Once these two stop hugging on stage.
Ja, ein gutes Turnier von Wes Newton. And congratulations to Kim. Very good match, very strong start of the match.
Yeah, I felt good. Wes was a bit unlucky with his bounce outs. He had a lot of them. But I think my 180s was the power this game. I had a lot of them. I don't know how much, but that was my power and some good finishes. I'm happy with it.
Now Gary Anderson is waiting. You won the last 2 matches against him.
That doesn't matter. Gary's a world champion, twice world champion. I'm not. He's going to start the game as a favorite. I'm going to do my best. If I play my game, I can beat him. If he plays his game, then he can beat me, and we'll see.
We're looking forward to that. Thank you very much. Kim Huybrechts. Kim sagt, war eine gute Partie, viele 180er geworfen, damit auch viel Druck auf Wes Newton ausgeübt, der so ein bisschen Pech hatte mit all seinen Bouncers, die er da akzeptieren musste. Aber ein gutes Match, Average von 104 Punkten und er trifft jetzt auf Gary Anderson. Den hat er die letzten beiden Male geschlagen. Er weiß also, wie das geht, Anderson zu bezwingen. Aber Kim Huybrechts sagt selbstverständlich, das ist der Weltmeister. Ein Weltmeister bin ich noch nicht, aber ich schau mal. Wenn ich gut spiele, habe ich eine Chance. Das haben die letzten Aufeinandertreffen gezeigt. Aufgepasst auf die